The Neil Maupay Controversy. How a rival player helped Argentina win the FIFA World Cup 2022. Argentina was the first team to reach Qatar's FIFA World Cup 2022 final. The two World Cup winners secured their place in the final after defeating Croatia 3-2 in the semi-final on December 13th. It's been a remarkable journey for Argentina, who scored some admirable goals in their previous matches. From getting off to a troubled start after losing 2-1 to Saudi Arabia in their opening group game to bouncing back, Argentina beat other group rivals Mexico and Poland and emerged from the group on top. Trampling over Australia and Netherlands, the highly charged Argentine team battled with Croatia in the semi-final. But how was Neal Maupay the reason for Argentina's World Cup win? It all sounds funny, right? But it will all make sense once I tell you how it all worked out in favor of Argentina's football team. It started when Arsenal goalkeeper Bernd Leno had to be stretchered off during the Premier League match between Brighton and Hove Albion and Arsenal FC at American Express Community Stadium in June 2020. The incident took place just before halftime when Leno jumped to take the ball into his hands to claim a free ball in the air. After Leno comfortably gathered the ball, Maupay bumped into Leno, which caused him to fall awkwardly, seriously injuring his knee in the process, as Leno landed exceptionally awkwardly. After some time, Leno was helped onto a stretcher, and as Maupay walked over to offer his condolences, Leno angrily pointed the finger at him, clearly indicating that it was a deliberate attempt from Maupay's side. This was a controversial incident that divided the fans, with many having contrasting opinions on the matter, whether it was intentional or not. You could say that Maupay was nowhere near the ball, and he made contact with Leno after he had caught the ball. But even then, Maupay was careless with his actions. As he most likely knew that he couldn't get the ball, he challenged Leno nonetheless. But it's the sort of harmless challenge that you often see throughout football matches. Maupay added insult to injury when he scored a last-minute winner for the Seagulls and ran onto Aaron Connolly's flick to secure a vital 3 points for the side battling relegation. But the drama didn't stop there. Following the goal, Guendouzi appeared to stick out an arm and hit Maupay, and after the final whistle, he put his hand around Maupay's throat. This was another incident that divided the Arsenal fanbase. While many admired him for sticking up for his injured teammate and confronting Maupay, others wondered where this energy was during the rest of the match. But Maupay had the last laugh though, as he didn't hold back during his post-match interview and said that he never meant to injure Leno and is really sorry and wishes him a speedy recovery. He also added that Arsenal players need to learn some humility as they got what they deserved. But the injury of Leno led to Martinez securing the spot, and he insisted that Maupay did not deliberately injure the German. Martinez cleared Maupay of deliberately trying to injure Leno, while Leno was facing a lengthy layoff because of the severe knee injury. Reports have been made that Brentford signed Maupay and then sold him to Brighton. Maupay injured Leno, which got Martinez his big break and his spot in the Argentine team. But stand-in keeper Martinez insisted it was an accident, while his close pal Leno's angry reaction of the Brighton striker when he was stretchered off didn't quite say so. Martinez said that he didn't think he tried to injure him. Maupay went for the ball like any striker would. And unfortunately, this is football, and these things happen. He also stated that as a goalkeeper and in the goalkeepers union, he didn't want Leno to get injured. It's a significant loss for the team, but he is more than prepared. Martinez said that he and Leno are very close, and he wishes him a speedy recovery. And if he has to keep his place, then he will do his best. Martinez had been the club's regular backup in the Cups. His appearance as a sub was his first in the Premier League in 3 years. And from there, Martinez proved to be a lucky charm when the Argentina team was going through a rough patch because of Leno's unexpected injury. He also played a starring role in the 2021 Copa America triumph, which ended Argentina's 28-year title drought. He saved 3 attempts in a semi-final shootout victory over Colombia before being named goalkeeper of the tournament, after keeping a clean sheet in the 1-0 win against host Brazil in the final. Martinez conceded 5 goals on his second appearance for the Gunners in the League Cup, a match best remembered for Arsenal's comeback from 4 goals down and reading in a 7-5 win. Martinez also came to the rescue of Argentina on an unforgettable night of drama by saving 2 Netherlands penalties in the shootout to send his country through the World Cup semifinals. The Aston Villa goalkeeper was barely tested for the 90 minutes as Argentina swept into a 2-goal lead before substitute Wout Weghorst engineered an incredible Dutch fight back in the quarterfinal. Argentina was stunned as Weghorst equalized in the 11th minute of added time, getting an extra 30 minutes to the astonishment of the audience, rooting for Lionel Messi and his teammates. But Martinez seized his opportunity to be the hero, just when it looked as if Argentina were set to face the World Cup agony. Flying to his right to palm away Dijk's opening effort from the spot, and also flung himself to the left to deny Steven Berghuis. Fernandez drilled wide with a chance to win it for Argentina, but Martinez made no mistake with her next kick and set up a clash with Croatia. Martinez said that he felt the emotion, and what he did was for 45 million Argentinians who are going through a dire economic crisis. He also said that giving joy to people is the best thing that ever happened to him at that moment. And he is glad that he was able to save 2 penalties. The win not only kept alive Messi's dream of finally getting his hands on the World Cup trophy, but came just hours after Argentina's rival Brazil got out of the tournament. But it could all have been over had it not been for Martinez. And over the past year, he has entrenched himself as Argentina's undisputed number 1. But it has been a long road to the top for a player who spent 10 years at Arsenal before finally finding a place to call home. All in all, Neal Maupay actually cost his own country not to win the World Cup 2.5 years ago.